Alright, today I'm going to show you how to add a post to this WordPress blog. As you can see, we have a website here, and this is actually a blog made from WordPress. You can see that it's got an illustration in the middle, and beneath it, it has a test post. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a post right above test post using the native WordPress interface. Now, we haven't linked the administration console from the WordPress interface. We've actually removed those links. So in order to get to the backend interface, which we're going to use to add a post to your site, we need to type in wp-admin on the end of your URL. So once you do that, you come to a login screen. You log in using the username and password, and you click on Login, and that'll take you to the dashboard. Now, from the dashboard, you'll see on the left-hand side a navigation menu. The navigation menu looks different on some versions of WordPress. In this particular case, we've customized it to make it easier to use. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to Posts, and we're going to add new posts, or add one new post at least. And from here, it'll take you to the interface which is used to add a new post. So the interface is relatively simple and straightforward. It gives you the ability to add your title, as well as the content of your post, as well as save drafts and publish. You can also choose to publish the post at any time you want. You can either backdate the post, you can publish it immediately, or you can publish it at a time in the future. So it just so happens that it says May 4th here. In this case, we'll publish it a week from now on May 11th. And if you hit OK, it schedules publication. So continuing our tour of this interface, as you can see, the content of your blog post is typed in using this window. And it's very much like Microsoft Word or any other WYSIWYG editor. You can highlight, and you can bold or italicize text. You can even underline it. And you can change the formatting or the positioning of the text by using these buttons. One right justifies, one left justifies, and one will center justify. So basically, you have all the tools at your disposal to be able to format your blog post. You also have the ability to create links for your content. So we'll go ahead and unformat this content and make it regular again, and we'll provide a link. So why don't we create a link to from this content. So we're going to link the word content, and by doing that, we'll highlight the word content, and then we'll click the link button, and that'll bring up a little dialog box which will let us link to a website. So for example, you can type in http://google.com. And once you do that, you hit Insert, and it changes the format of the text to be a hyperlink, and you can see the word content is now linked to Google. If we save that as a draft, and then we preview the content, you can tell it's saved because a yellow dialog above says Post Saved. We'll go ahead and preview, and after you preview it, you can see the content of your post and the hyperlink here, which will take us to google.com. You also have other basic tools at your disposal. For example, a spell checker. This spell checker will allow you to spell check within the editor, just like Microsoft Word. So you can either check it all at once. You can choose what language that you want. Or you can choose to toggle the editor by clicking on it and allow the editor to highlight misspelled words using red squiggly lines. So all that's available using the spell checker. In this case, we'll delete all of the words that are misspelled so that we can go back to the content of the post. If you want to make the editor a little bit bigger so that you have more room to edit, there's always the drag bar at the right-hand side, which you can use to drag the window a little bit larger or a little bit smaller, depending on what's more convenient for you. Or you can use the full screen mode button, which will allow you to have your editor take up the entire page of the screen. And this is convenient if you've got a lot of images or if you've got a lot of content. You can always get out of this mode by hitting the full screen mode button again, and it will take you back to the original editor. So now we're just about ready to publish this post live to the website, and there are just two more things that we need to do first before that happens. The first is we're going to need to set the categories for the post. As you can see, there's a box here for being able to set the categories. Categories determine how your post is found on your blog. It's basically a way of organizing your content in a way that's easy for both people and search engines to recognize. And as you can see on the main site, the categories help organize your posts in a way which is visually appealing and obvious to your readers. In this particular case, we have the six categories here, and we're going to classify the post into one or more of those categories. You use the checkboxes here to choose any number of categories. You can choose one, you can choose them all. Typically people choose one or two, that way your posts don't show up in all these different categories and people don't think you only have one piece of content for them all. We're going to go ahead and choose Advice for Buyers here. Below you also have the ability to add a new category. You can add a new category at the same level as Advice for Buyers, or you can add a subcategory of any one of the categories above. In this particular case, we're not going to add a category, and we're not going to add a subcategory of any one of those categories. We're just going to go ahead and choose one of the ones that we have above. The next step is, currently we have this post scheduled in the future for May 11th. And as you can see, this button says Schedule. What we really want to do is we really want to publish it now. So what we're going to do is we're going to set the date to a time, now or before. In this case, we're going to choose May 4th. And you'll see that after we click OK, the button changes from Schedule to Publish. And that means that as soon as you click the button, it's going to go live on the website. So we'll click on Publish. And when we go to visit the website and we hit Reload, you can see that the post has been added. So this has been a quick overview of how to add a new post to WordPress. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll go into more details in videos to come. Thank you very much for watching.